Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So my name is Ms. Goulet, or Sarah Goulet. I'm the school counselor here, and I have the pleasure of working with Tamara, your wonderful daughter.
Yes, Tam.
Yeah, so thanks so much for coming in.
Of course.
This won't be too long. We are just going to briefly go over some of the results from some tests she's taken.
Yeah.
I know we talked about that previously, so we've got the results. We kind of looked at them.
It was the school psychologist.
Yes.
Okay, right.
The school psychologist administered these tests to her.
Okay.
So, if you have any questions that I can't answer, we can refer back to the school psychologist.
Okay, perfect.
So Tamara is a sweet girl. We see
Takes
her.
after her mother.
She seems very happy in school. She doesn't struggle with making friends, or she has a lot of interests.
Yes.
I'm sure you're
Like
very
the
well aware.
social butterfly. Yes.
Yes. But we did see a slight. She struggles a little bit in math.
Oh. And I don't understand why.
Yeah, so we can help you understand because she got quite a few tests to work through. And I know in past she's received mostly A's and B's, so that's not been an issue for you guys.
Well, in the rest of her subjects, she's great.
Right.
And I'm not even kidding you. Like, she puts in so much time to math, and she just can't get it. And I don't understand why. Like, and it's so upset. Like, it'll get to the point where I'm like, Tam, take a break.
Yeah.
Take a break. No, Mom, I can't. No, I really gotta get this. I really gotta get this math. I really want to bring up my grade. So it's a shame because, as her mom, I see her putting in all of this effort, and the grade's just not reflecting it.
Yeah, that's really frustrating, for sure.
And not even, for me, obviously, yes, but for Tam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, her spirits might be a little bit down right now. That's definitely understandable. I know that she's putting in a lot of effort, and I know that there have been already some accommodations put into place for her. So that, she also could be feeling a little down because of that. So because she is, low, she is in the 20th percentile of 9th graders for her math score.
What is percentile?
So
is that like percentage, like a percent? Like what is that?
So it does not mean like a percent on a test or anything like that, but of the 9th graders for like a district benchmark exam, she scored in the lowest 20th percent. So that means there are a good amount of people, 80% of students scored higher than she did in that math exam. So that put her at risk.
So she didn't get a 20% on the test?
No, she didn't get a 20% on the test. But that does say that she's lower in her math ability, puts her at risk, so we referred her immediately to the SAT team. Have you heard that? She talked about that at all?
SAT. I don't think she's mentioned that.
Okay. Well, the SAT team is a student assistant team, and what we do is we recommend students go to tutoring twice a week.
I'm just going to take some notes.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Go ahead. So they go twice a week to tutoring for 45 minutes per session. So right now she's working with Mr. Harding, who's great, and they seem to have a really good relationship.
You know what? Now that I think about it, okay, that makes sense because she has mentioned tutoring and this teacher.
Yeah.
So so that's a part of the SAT team.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
So it's like her and about 10 other people, 10 other students who are also at risk. And what these sessions...
So at risk is...
At risk meaning that at risk for failure, essentially. At risk for not passing the grade or...
Just someone to look out for them,
yeah,
I guess.
They're kind of like a tutoring, mentoring type of
team
that
all right.
will take the kids under their wing.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be just for academics, which is Tamara's case, but it could be other behavioral or emotional type of worlds as well, but she's just academic. So the SAT team seems to be helping.
So it is working.
So there's gradual improvement, but she is slower than her other peers in that group, so that is concerning. Which is why we recommended that she take the WISC 4 and 3, 4th and 3rd edition. So the WISC is the intelligence scale for children. I have a copy of her scores right here. So she scored a composite score of 106 and then a percentile rank of 66 on the whole score. So
It's pretty good.
she's above average, right?
All right.
50% would be average. She's above average. So, like we talked about, her other scores in other areas besides math are relatively. Yep. Sure. Go ahead. Take a look.
Wow. The verbal comprehension, 98.
Yeah, very high. Definitely.
What is
very
the
high.
similarities?
Similarities, there are different.
Wait, is that like? Oh God.
It's a subtest of the
Okay.
verbal comprehension, which it accompanies with vocabulary comprehension, information, word.
Oh,
design.
okay. So it's like if you're like comparing like different
Yeah.
words. Okay.
Yeah, different
Okay,
things,
okay.
basically. Okay.
Well, that, I mean. Oh. Written arithmetic is.
Yeah. And as you can see, her numerical operations there at the bottom, she scored pretty low. She scored a percentile rank of 18.
So what is?
You need her numerical operations, which are an essential part of the, mathematics curriculum she's struggling in. So she might not be able to select and apply various conceptual methods, including mental math, estimation, paper to pencil techniques. She might be struggling in.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I mean,
Questions?
honestly, it's like for me, it's one of those things where I feel as if like, okay, I feel better knowing that as far as like the other things she scored really well on because it would make sense with her grades.
Right, they're reflected on her report card.
And like, I mean, I feel as if, I mean, do you think it's accurate? Like her, like, I mean, like, considering her performance in math and like other areas, like, do you feel, I mean, I feel like it's pretty accurate. It matches up.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, look at this. 98, 50, 84, 60, like they're all, I mean, perceptual reasoning, I mean, that's really the only, that's right there, the picture complexion. Completion.
Yes.
Oh boy, mom's not been tutoring her. Picture complete. Yeah, I mean, other than that,
Yeah, they're
and well, of the math, but for the most part, she does well. So, I guess what can we do from here? From here on out, what can we do?
So there are a few things that we can do.
Okay.
Things that I can do, things that other team members in the school can do for her. So we do have a few suggestions. So she is on the SAT team, like we talked about.
And you mentioned that like with her peers, she's not doing as well.
So we would recommend further intervention for that because she's not progressing like we would like her to.
But has she been progressing at all?
Yeah, she's definitely moving forward a little bit, which is encouraging.
But not as quickly as you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Not as quickly as we would like. So there are additional things that we can do.
Okay.
So we would like to see maybe she might benefit from a more systematic, explicit instruction that would focus on specific skill deficits that she's experiencing. She would also benefit from learning more effective strategies to pay closer attention to detail. In a lot of her tests that she went through, she would have a general understanding of the basis of the question, but she would make maybe like a careless mistake or she'd not notice little tiny details that were off. So that was a concern for us. We wanted her to check for accuracy in her responses, and that seemed to be something that she struggled with. So she had a general understanding of the question, but the little details would kind of trip her up. which could be something that we can work on, which would be a specific skill deficit for her. So she's paying attention to closer attention to visual details, and we'd also like to see her come up with a more sequential steps for calculation. She didn't seem to have one method that she stuck to when trying to figure out problems. It was kind of all over the place. She'd start from like B and then go to A, and then the next question she'd start at A and go to B.
So is it almost like when you say like sequential steps, like do you mean like as far as like solving?
Yes.
Okay, so it's solving. Okay, because I have noticed at home when she does work on, and I'm working all day. I come home, I got other kids I'm, monitoring
Right.
and helping. I have noticed that she does kind of jumble things.
Yeah.
Like she'll use the calculator, but then she'll stop and she has some kind of formula written out, and I find that she gets frustrated, and I'm thinking like, I don't know,
Right.
I don't know. I'm just going off of what she's telling me on how to do things. So, but I have seen where she does just kind of, it's like hodgepodge almost, a little bit of this, a little bit of this, try and solve it, and she ends up getting frustrated.
Right.
So that would make sense.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad that you noticed that.
Oh, yeah.
Because that can definitely be something that's holding her back.
Mm-hmm.
And we also found that sometimes when she doesn't use a pen and paper and she just does mental math, that she's able to get to the correct answer quicker. So that also could be part of the sequential details, maybe tripping her up to get the correct answer.
Yeah.
So we also would suggest additional time when she's completing math worksheets in class or when she's taking math exams. So that's something that we can talk about with our school psychologist when we write IEPs, when we're finishing them up. That could be something we can talk about. So an IEP, have you been to an IEP meeting yet with her? I don't think we've had her on one of our caseloads yet. So the individualized learning plan for a student,
Okay.
we can make certain accommodations for them that
you
they're
know what?
required to get.
One of my friends, yes. Okay, yes.
Okay, yeah.
I have heard of these before.
Yeah.
Where it's literally a special little plan that
Yeah,
is
exactly.
for them. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then the teacher
Obviously.
has to apply it, right?
Oh, okay,
So
cool.
once it's in writing, the teacher has to apply, which is great for the student.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, I didn't realize that. So
Yeah.
once it's all in writing,
You're bound to it.
okay, cool, good. Because I would hate for in the past, one teacher does, something for her, and then the next year that teacher it's different. So
Right.
this would be good that it's consistent across the board.
Yeah, and you can follow her to the next grades that she moves to, which is great. And then we can also write in learning, developing her calculator skills. It's not going to be in lieu of learning how to perform calculations kind of paper-wise, but it just is a good skill to learn for, practical math skills. All right. Sound like a plan?
Yeah, is there anything I can do at home or just because I think I'm not sure if we scheduled the meeting yet, but I didn't know. I mean, I guess after further discussion, we can probably talk about that at the meeting. About if there's anything I can do at home.
It sounds like you're doing a lot. It sounds like you're on top of it. It sounds like you're very aware of the things that she's going through and
I mean,
her
I'm trying.
frustrations. And we really appreciate, the involvement from parents and from the family. So the more we can work together is so great. So I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're open to hearing our suggestions. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank
Any
you.
questions?
Thank you. No,
right.
I'm good for right now. I just want to thank you for helping Tam because I know that she's a Tam. Oh, we know how she gets.
Oh yeah.
So thank you very much.
All right. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.